Oh my gosh, so I'm back in my cozy space over here. I'm gonna try to do something with the back of the space. It's looking a little bare. Let me know your ideas down in the comments below. So you can tell from the title, I'm sure, that this is gonna be a little bit of a heavier video. And I would like to give a disclaimer before we start talking about this, that this is in no way directed at anyone who has commented recently. And if you have commented something like this, or if this has been an experience that you have interacted with myself or with other creators like this, I would just ask that you do some self-reflection, do some growing and that kind of thing, instead of taking personal offense. So that is not my goal here. My goal is not to offend anyone or to frustrate anyone or to feel like my community is not a space where you can come and talk to me and let me know your true feelings, because I 100% value all of your opinions, all of the conversations that we have, every single one of your comments, but I feel like this needs to be addressed. I know that there are a lot of creators who do sped up plan with me videos and who like to do that style of video, but myself, I like to do chatty videos, and my videos are never scripted. So I have recently received some comments, and I would say this has been probably over the last year. It has been just kind of building, and the comments are basically saying things like, you know, I come here for planning. This is my happy space. I don't want to come here and listen to you talk about COVID or Black Lives Matter or talk about trans people or talk about, you know, what's going on with your kids even. Like, I've seen people, you know, just come in and say the weirdest things. And I just want everybody to know, and for us to be on the same page, that my videos are not scripted. Whatever is coming out of my mouth is just me talking. And honestly, when I'm talking while I'm planning, it's like I'm talking to my friends. We are just hanging out, we're doing our planning. It's just exactly what I would do if I were at like a planner meetup or something. I would be talking about how my kids are, fears that I have right now about COVID, things that, you know, talking about vaccination and my frustrations with low vaccination rates. And I would be talking about things that matter to me, like Black Lives Matter, all kinds of other things that just matter to me and are on my heart. So maybe you have come to my channel and you're looking for planning, and you hear me talking about something that is maybe something that you disagree with or that you're tired of hearing about. So if something that I say on this channel doesn't resonate with you or is frustrating for you, I always want people to also protect their mental health, their mental well-being, and I would never want to be the cause of stress or frustration for anyone. So it's totally fine if you need to take a break from my channel, or if you need to, you know, come back after things have calmed down. I understand that a lot of us have anxieties around things, but these videos are therapy for me. They are really just me getting a chance to talk, because while I love being around my family and I love being with my kids, having other adult friends to talk to, whether they are right next door or they are across the world in New Zealand, Australia, somewhere else in the United States, in the UK, anywhere else that you guys may have been from that I didn't mention, it is amazing to be able to connect with you guys. And I feel like I have been able to connect with so many of you on a really personal level. I really do feel like a lot of you guys are my friends. And so when I am opening up and I am feeling like I'm just having a conversation during a planning video, that it's just simply that. And I am not going to say that I'm not going to cover a specific topic. I also think that it is very important, no matter what type of platform you have. And my platform is it's like this big. It's like a speck on the, you know, the scale of platforms that people have across the internet. But I do have an audience, and I have friends right here that like to listen to me, and I feel so grateful that almost 30,000 of you guys want to sit and listen to what I have to say. And I think that it is important to use our platforms to not only have a good time and to be positive, which you guys know are things that are super important to me, but also talk about things that might be hard. Maybe, you know, give some airtime to things that people might not be talking about, or, you know, be an ally to a community who could really use it right now. Share my concerns and frustrations around what's going on in the world, whether it's COVID or something else that's happened. My videos are not scripted, like I said, and they will never be scripted. So things are going to come out of my mouth that maybe I don't plan for. So I'm thinking also back to a Plan With Me video that I did a while ago, like 2 weeks ago, I think now. My whole intention was to talk mostly about the squad and, you know, what's happening there and am I applying and that kind of thing. And really, I kind of got overtaken by feelings and thoughts about the vaccine and about low vaccination rates. And the reason for that is because someone in my family, I'm not going to name names or tell you who it is or anything like that, but someone who is very close to me, who I care very deeply for, actually, now that I think about it, 2 people, but one in specific is not vaccinated. And it makes me feel really sad. Just anytime I think about it, it makes me feel just... So when I share my concerns about low vaccination rates, it's something that's personal to me. When I share concerns about people maybe not wearing masks, that's personal to me. And when I share conversations like that, I'm talking about people who are able to do those things but are willfully choosing not to. I'm not talking to people who are not being vaccinated because they have, you know, they're immune compromised or they are unable to because they don't have access or because they are ill or they have an allergy to something in the vaccine. I'm not talking to those people who are not able to get vaccinated. And there are plenty of people who cannot get vaccinated, but there are also plenty of people who can and are choosing not to. So long story short, the whole purpose behind this video is the shut up and plan. So yes, you will see planning here. You will see plenty of planning here because, girl, yes, you know, I love planning. You'll also see lots of shopping here and hauls because, I don't know, shopping for planners is fun, even when I don't need one. And there is a sale coming up at Michael's right now. It's gonna happen soon. So that, I mean, there will be plenty of that, and that is some really awesome content that I love creating. That's kind of what my channel has evolved into, what you guys have shown me that you really like watching. But on top of that, I feel that it's, again, very important to continue to have these conversations. Also, you guys tell me a lot that I'm really real on my channel, and I don't know how to be any other way. I know some people are YouTube personalities. I know that some people, you know, don't share as much as I do maybe, but I like to be transparent. I like to be real, and I like to have conversations. This is a safe space that I feel like is very positive and wonderful. And I would like to also say that most of you guys in my comment section have said, you know, thank you for having these conversations. And I'm really happy that we've been able to have these talks. And there are just a few people, but sometimes when those voices kind of come out and, you know, are talking about, you know, I didn't want to watch your video today because you weren't just planning, you were having a difficult conversation, or this video felt really negative to me. I guess maybe like looking at what is negative and like what is using your voice as a platform, because I don't know, I've never really been described as a negative person before, but I am going to continue to use my voice. I am going to continue to talk about things that matter to me and that are going on in my life during my Plan With Me's. And if that's not something that you're on board with, I am 100% in support of you taking care of yourself and creating a safe space for yourself. I'm not offended if you need to take a break or if you need to no longer follow my channel. Those are all fine options. I would hope that you would be able to hear me and be able to, you know, stick around, because I do love each and every one of you. And every time I get to have an interaction in the comments, whether it is a positive, bright, happy, smiley comment, or whether it is someone who is kind of challenging me a little bit, I enjoy all of those interactions. And this, again, this video is not meant to pick out anyone who has said something in the comments, but it really rather to take a look at what your expectations are of creators, especially in the planner community. So sometimes we are bright, fun, happy, bubbly people. And I would say generally that's what describes people in the planner community, but sometimes there are heavy issues that we need to talk about. Sometimes we have bad days and we want to share that. And for me, being a very open and transparent person, it's probably going to happen more than on most channels. And I mean, I don't know how to be any other way. And I hope that if you're here, you love that and we can continue to grow. And I'm really excited to grow with you. So Thank you so much for hearing me and for listening. I know that some of these sit down videos have been kind of hard and difficult. I do hope to have some sit downs that are a little bit more fun and not quite so heavy coming up really soon. But I really appreciate that you just heard me and that we are able to have this kind of conversation and have these sit down moments where, you know, we're having to have these difficult conversations and look at things. So just remember that there is somebody behind the screen, and while we love to plan, planning is not the only thing that happens on our channels, and planning is maybe a big part of it, but there is also some real life sprinkled in the middle of there. So again, thank you so much for watching. If you're new here, hi, my name is Caitlin, and I would absolutely love it if you would hit that red subscribe button down below and, you know, hang out with us. Again, it's not all gonna be heavy like this all the time, but I will, you know, sit down and have chats with you guys when we need to do that. So thank you so much for watching. This is very important to me, and it's near and dear to my heart. So thank you so much for taking the time to watch and interact. If you'd like to, you can give the video a thumbs up. If you'd like to find me in any other places, all of that stuff is down below. If you've been following me for a while, thank you so much for all of your love and support. Here is your internet hug for the day.